Okay, we should be live. We're streaming Harebrained Schemes Battletech Beta with multiplayer, and we're going to see if we can either host ourselves a game or join a game. Doesn't look like there's anyone in the lobby. Let's host one. 50 million. Not going to require a full lance. I don't mind if anyone wants to use fewer than 4. Let's set a time limit. 1 minute, let's have a quicker game. Got Alpine River, Frozen Day. Create. So let's see if we get an opponent. In the meantime, I can talk a little bit about the lance I've picked. For me, I've tried to go for a very mobile lance. Every mech's got jump jets. I've got long range firepower in PPCs on the Vindicator and the Panther. Close range firepower on the Firestarter and the Jenner. Paradises in the Firestarter to give me a great death from above threat. And Ozone can stand still or move and gain defensive bonuses to help keep this Panther in the fight for longer. Arclight brings this medium mech, the Vindicator, up into the light initiative phase, so all of my mechs can move in the same phase, which might allow me to abuse the initiative system or be helpful. I've got a couple of pilots with sensor lock in Witness and Arclight. Might be useful if there's a particularly evasive mech. The Jenner's a great close-in light mech, 4 medium lasers and SRM4, give it a short-range punch. Vindicator's reasonably solid for its weight at all ranges. The Firestarter's close-in, and the Panther probably, decent long-range, decent short-range. We've got an appointment. I just check that my opponent is happy with me. Great, so my opponent's happy for me to stream and record. The Alpine River map I've picked, it's got some good broken terrain, some good cover from trees. It's got water areas where you can benefit from calling, and it's also got a couple of dangerous hot zones, like geothermal vents that increase the heat of your mechs if you stand in them. So it's quite a fun map. We won't start right on top of each other either. There'll be a little room for manoeuvre for us to try and come at an awkward angle, maybe catch each other off guard. Be interesting to see which lance he brings to the fight, if he brings the full 4 mechs or if he decides to just bring a couple of heavier ones. If he brings a couple of heavy ones, I'm hoping that I can land a couple of either a death from above attack and a melee attack, or a couple of death from above attacks to knock one of those big mechs over, and then put a lot of firepower into the chest when it's down, or the head, and take it out. We'll see if that works, or if I get pasted. Looks like my opponent's ready. Now this is the beta version of the game, so there's a lot of missing features. This version of the beta is really just to test the netcode for multiplayer. It's entirely possible this might crash out on us. Just stressing again that this is a beta and should expect to see some bugs. Alright, here we go. So only 1 minute. I think I like sprinting here. Have to be pretty quick. With only a minute to move 4 mechs. But we should do it. So now I've got my troops moved. See, this is a raised ridge area here, so I'm hoping to take cover behind this with my mechs that don't have long range weapons, so they can't be shot. My longer range weapons can take some cover from the trees and pour some fire out. My opponent starts where this beacon is, so he might decide to come this way through the trees and have a good position here, but there's some hot zones there that could cause some problems. Might follow the bank down here to these buildings and look to use this water to cool down if they've got some of the hotter running mechs like the Kintaro or the Trebuchet. And I have no idea what sort of lance my opponent's bringing to the fight, so it'll be interesting when we do get that first sensor contact to see what they've got. Alright.
What can I do
So,
for you?
witness, like I say, we're going to try and get these mechs behind this ridge. Paradise is my other slow mech. My other short range mech, sorry, not slow.
Yep.
And both the Vindicator and the Panther I'm going to look to get
Got it.
up into these trees.
I got you.
Still no sign of my opponent, no sensor contacts. Take a moment to pan this around and we can zoom in on these guys. That's the Firestarter, that's the Jenner. It's definitely a pretty game, you know, for a turn-based strategy game. So where is my opponent? If it's taking this long for his turn, then I don't think they're just staying still. That's my turn, okay.
Waiting on you,
Right,
Commander.
Witness has got a good sensor profile. So I can get into I can sprint here, get a lot, 6 evasive pips and forest cover.
No sweat.
Aha, there's our first enemy. It's a Locust. So they're possibly going for a spotter and long range mech combo. I've got to move the rest. Let's pan this up. We'll again sprint down there.
Yeah.
And we're going to move
Understood.
and brace. Quick, 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 quick. Time's running out, time's running out. And
Confirm.
move just in time. Right, so there you go. So they've brought four mechs, I can see that on the initiative track. 2 moving in the light phase and 2 moving in the medium phase. Our opponent's moving this locust first. And sensor locking one of my guys. Now that means that this
What are your
panther
orders, Skipper?
has been targeted for some unpleasantness, so I want to move them and cover up because I can expect swarms of LRMs to come in my way. Okay, and my opponent has reserved. I can play that game too. They've done it again, fine, we'll just reserve all the way down to the bottom.
Just waiting for the right move.
Get into I go, you go territory. Oh wow, really pushing around the side there. Interesting. Very interesting. So, there is going to be a very big...
I hear ya.
Can I get into sensor range here with a move? I can't. Okay, well, I think I'm going to come this way.
I read you, Commander.
We'll sensor lock
Moving
that
out.
locust.
I've got more hostiles on my screen.
Kintaro and a trebuchet. Sensor lock, they haven't moved far. Here comes the swarm of LRMs and that poor panther. Fortunately, I embraced and I was a bit evasive.
Try aiming next time. See what
Not
you
much
get.
stability damage, and it's not done a huge amount of damage to my armour. Still white in all the locations. Right, let's see. Paradise.
Orders?
I might jump Paradise to here, looking to bring him
Here
round.
we go.
It's a big jump, generates a lot of heat, but I'm very evasive. Right, it's the enemy's turn. They've got a Kintaro. Yeah, it's the basic model of the Locust. That's the 1S. I think that's the one that's got SRMs. Pops an RM5 off at the Panther. That's fine. Still only just scratching the
What
paintwork.
do you
Right,
need?
can I get somewhere with more? Yeah, so that's a direct shot there with a move. And from there, very poor chances to hit. Maybe I jump then. Only 30 seconds, don't have too long.
Copy that.
That's maxed out on evasive, so we're going to pop a couple of shots off at this guy.
Roger.
Miss with the PPC, which is unfortunate. We did have poor odds. Okay, and we're back up to the top of the order It's my opponent's turn to move and use one of these locusts. Are they going to reserve? They are. Fine. I think I'm happy reserving. So I feel that they're looking to use the locust to sensor lock, get in some long range fire from this trebuchet, and then move this Kintaro up for short range. What I really want to be able to do is take this Kintaro out because it's a beast. Okay, so they sensor lock the Jenna. So time to move that Jenna.
What can I do for you?
If we sprint, where can I get to? Here. And if we jump, need to make a decision fairly soon. I can jump into forest here and brace.
High road.
Okay, they've reserved. Let's do the same. Still a very cagey opening. Okay, they're backing off with that locust. Getting another sensor lock in, presumably. On the Vindicator. Fine.
Ready to rock. Yep.
I think I'll probably jump again. I really got eyes on this thing. Let's click off the LRM so we don't overheat.
Aye aye. Engaging target.
I think if I can put this locust down, I don't have to worry about it nibbling on the flank. I am running my Vindicator a bit hot though. I need to bear in mind that what I want to do is knock their Kintaro on its back and then capitalise. Here come the LRMs in from the side. It's coming in from my left side. I've just got my small laser there. So that's okay.
Yup.
Alright, can we get a decent shot? Move out of the trees we can.
Roger that, Commander.
I'm poking holes in that locust. So just their Kintaro to move now. Great, time to Really start pushing over the hill. Okay, yeah, left side is getting a bit warmed up on that Vindicator. Now I've just got Paradise to move. Out of DFA range. We'll just take a normal move into the woods here. Ah, no, okay.
Yes, Commander.
And we'll brace. So I'm trying to threaten their flank here, hoping to drop in a death from above that's going to unsteady one of theirs. Their trebuchet was probably running a bit hot at the moment, we'll see. Okay, that Locust decides it really doesn't want to mix it up. Is it going to sensor lock? It is going to sensor lock, okay.
Yeah?
So if I jump to here, I can get the 4 evasive again.
Confirmed.
Now, let's look at this. Let's turn off the PPC. It's going to be way too much heat. 50% on the medium laser. That's going to shut me down. So I don't think we do that at all. I think we brace. Okay, so they're moving their Locust forward. Now, are they sensor locking something else? No, they're sensor locking the Vindicator. Okay, so that Vindicator is fully sensor locked now. Let's reserve and see what they do. That's their Locust, that's their Kintaro. Okay, they go with the Trebuchet. Yeah, trying to get away from my fire starter into the water. Okay. So let's look at Paradise. Are we in jump range? We might be, but I need to be able to see what I'm jumping at. I won't be in range of the Trebuchet, I might be of the Kintaro.
I hear ya.
So...
Moving out.
sprint up with the Jenna. Very poor shots. We'll click off a couple of medium lasers. I don't want to put too much heat on with odds that low, but we'll let that Kintaro know that we're here. This might encourage the Kintaro to come towards these guys, which is what I want. It puts him well within death from above attack range of both of my guys. Oh no, they don't want any part of that. Still popping LRMs into that Vindicator. Fine. Okay, well, Paradise.
What's the plan?
I can get down here, into the trees with the evasive. There's a Locust. Low odds on the medium lasers, but may as well take the shot. Oh, nice. Both connect. Better to be lucky than good.
Skipper?
Alright, Ozone. Can you move somewhere to get a shot on that Locust? Even if it requires jumping. No, you can get a shot on that Locust though. That doesn't look like it's obstructed. It's at 50% though.
Lift it off.
Oh, we'll do that. It's not going to overheat us.
I'm on him.
Might connect. Oh, nice. I am being very lucky with my shots now. Okay, yep, they decide to get the hell out of the way. Oh, no sensor lock. Interesting. We'll reserve everyone, see what that's... Yeah, we reserve everyone. We'll see what they do with that Locust. Might reserve it. Yep, they do. Fine.
Waiting on you, Commander.
So if I jump, can't get eyes on anyone. So I think we're gonna move here.
You betcha.
I'm gonna sensor lock that trebuchet. Over to you. Yeah, trebuchet runs for the hills.
Ah, you bastard!
Okay, lost a heatsink, took a hit.
Reporting.
Okay, Paradise. Great. But if I do that, that Kintara gets to go.
Standing by.
So, can we walk? We can walk just somewhere. and we would have very poor shots on the trebuchet at that point.
Got it. Venting heat.
Oh. I just lost my go. Too slow. We're still braced up there at least.
Armor holding.
Right. Let's not time out again.
Confirm.
So what can I attack? I can get the trebuchet staying still, 70% chance. May as well. So they're pushing up with their locust. Okay, they're done.
You have orders?
Paradise. So their Kintaro has gone. So I can do this. There's only one place I can land. Let's go for it.
Jumping attack, you say?
Up to the top. So if I just touch that trebuchet with something, it gets knocked down. Okay, yep, and there's sensor locking rather sensibly my guy. Alright, witness, get in there. Don't want to be obstructed if I can help it, but I don't think I can help it.
No need to tell me twice.
Click everything on,
Commencing
and have at it.
strike.
That's our knockdown. Alright, time for that Vindicator to do something. If I get here,
Roger.
let's get the evasive. Right, cold shot time. I can blow a leg off. I'll go for that left torso. Doesn't have anything on it. Try and crit that LRM ammo.
Ready to rock.
Can I get somewhere where I'm also in SRM range? I can.
I'm there.
Hitting the legs with the PPC. Still not critting that. Alright, Paradise. Move. Okay, I can't actually squeeze my way through there. So if I go here, no, that's not good. Let's back off. Won't bother with the flamers, but we will. There.
Locking on target. Excellent shot, if I do say so myself, and I do.
So we have savaged the left side of that mech. They've got one LRM-15 and the medium laser left. And their centre torso has a single point of armour and 80. Legs are close to being taken out as well. I've not taken too much damage of my own at this point. But we've got a Kintaro there that's going to hit Paradise with everything. Bam!
Yeah, that wasn't good.
Then up gets that trebuchet. Crits the flamer.
Smoke in my cockpit. That's bad.
Doesn't knock me over though. Oof. I think we want to get Paradise out of there. But I think what we're going to do instead is def from above this trebuchet. Well, I will take that. How are my mechs doing? Ozone hasn't really been tagged yet. Okay. Oh, swing and a miss from the Locust.
I'm here.
So if I want to do that, no, I can't move and do that, which is a shame. This Locust, it's the right side that's dead. So I need to move to the right side of this Locust.
Confirmed.
And we'll click that off, click that off.
Okay, I'm on it.
Oh, we managed to miss. That was underwhelming. I should have punched. It's really unfortunate that when you're close into them, I mean, a punch anywhere probably would have done it. Right.
Yup.
It's just me, and then it's that Kintaro going, isn't it? Oh, what if I jump? 245 damage hits. We'll go from the front.
Yes, from above!
It's going to hurt the leg armour, but it might put that locust down like that. Pop!
What can I
Oh,
do
and
for
then
you?
witness. Fine. Let's get down here,
To position.
into the water, get some calling in. We'll hit everything. It's on the side, not the rear, unfortunately. And we get to work over the armour on that Kintaro. And now, that Kintaro probably turns around and ends Paradise in that fire starter. Or it's going for these guys, is it? I mean, my Vindicator is pretty toasty. I need to flip it around so it's the right side. The right arm is fine. Yep. Crunch. There goes the LRM5 and the small laser.
Internal damage.
That's running hot.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, Paradise. Let's see what we can do about that, shall we? We'll click everything on. See if we can't cook us a fire starter. Not a fire starter. See if we can't cook us a Kintaro. That rear armour's pretty tough.
I'm under heavy fire here.
Okay, we're still on our feet.
Waiting
Let's
on
get
you,
witness in. Make sure we're in the rear arc.
Commander. On my way.
In the water still. Hit him with everything. Punching through a bit there.
Aye, aye.
How's our leg armour? Not great. I can probably get away with one death from above though. Let's do it.
Stability lost. I'm going down.
Oh dear, we fell over.
Damn it.
That's not the way it's meant to go. I do so many death from aboves with Paradise, I forget that when you do them you can really take some stability damage. Alright, let's move somewhere where I can get a shot on that Kintaro. So from the rear, don't have great shots. And on you, much better shots. So I think we take them.
Fun time. Watch my heat.
So the Katara gets to stand up. It's totally redlining on the heat, at least. But it can take a really big swing at me and probably kill me. Straight into the center torso.
I'm getting my ass.
Medium laser takes me out.
What can I do for you? Waiting on you, Commander.
Arc light doesn't get to go. Get right to the rear arc of this fire starter.
Coordinates received.
It's an overheat but not a shutdown warning. I think we need everything to try and put it down.
Firing everything I've got.
There's the center torso. It's down. Just a locust left.
My heat getting pretty high.
Yep, and there goes arc light.
Reporting.
Let's back up a bit. So this locust, that's the right. So yeah, so I want to kind of melee from this side.
Confirmed.
Let's move here into the water. And we'll give that everything we can. Miss with the PPC. Blow off an arm at least. Well, we're still going.
Awaiting orders.
Get in from this side.
Moving out.
Just keep working on that vulnerable side. Get through to the center torso. It's got 3 points of internal structure left on the center torso.
Yep.
Okay, Ozone, put it out of its misery.
Firing.
Mission successful.
there we go. So, lost poor Arclight for doing a death from above attack when she had high stability. Should have thought a bit more carefully about that. Might have been able to win with my entire lance. Well, I say intact. That Firestarter's looking pretty beat up, but Witness and the Gen are untouched. Panther looks pretty good as well. And the enemy forces a lot worse for wear. Yeah, Paradise's death from above attacks just absolutely brutal. Well, there we go. Thanks for watching if you're watching, and I hope to see you next time.